Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan. Let's get right into it. You're looking at a 10-foot wide by 8-foot high sliding door, which is not the norm that you'll see in a condo setting or a house setting. This particular condo development in Florida has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-foot doors times 2, 10-foot opening, 8-foot high. These are builder grade sliding doors. They have a standard sliding door latch here with a handle and the regular latch here that you can see on the left side. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this to you is there's such an easy fix, very inexpensive fix that can potentially keep these lanai sliders or any sliding door from blowing in a major windstorm. We're bringing this up because in September 2022, while living in this development here, we all experienced the wrath of Hurricane Ian. Now, you guys are facing south, just like I am now. So this lanai faces south. And when the winds came from the south later on in the afternoon after the storm hit, the wind gusts were so strong that in some cases, the sliding doors actually vibrated and shook, came out of the track, and bowed right here, usually on the upper right side, and bowed out. In some cases, we had sliding doors. It is unbelievable to see a sliding door with a piece of glass 5 feet by 8 feet up like this and bowed out almost 2 feet on this side. So what we're going to discuss is the simple fix and how you can avoid that problem. Okay, we're back. You can't see my face right now, and the light is a little bad in the afternoon, but this was the only opportunity I had to come into the unit to film this. This is your standard latch, and it has an up-down lock. You would use this little locking lever, and you would use that to unlatch the door and open it up. You would go ahead and close it, pull your latch, and then set your little lock, and then it'll stay in place. Now, when a hurricane hits these doors, depending on their design pressure, what kind of glass they're made, whether they're insulated or not, impact rated or not, again, these are not impact rated sliders, these things can start moving around. And if the lock is not secured totally, and these glass doors start bowing in and out and moving, it can actually cause the door to open up away from the jamb. And once it starts opening up from the jamb, I hope you can see how much this is bowing. I've got almost 2-inch bow just from pushing with my hand. Now imagine if there was 150 or 110 mile an hour, whatever, wind blowing on this thing. This is going back and forth. This slider, being as large as it is, can bow in so much that it'll actually pop out of the track up on top. The best solution for this is simply to make sure that your slider latches work and that you lock your door and secure it, because now, no matter how much this door bows, as you can see it moving, it shouldn't come out. That latch should not become undone. All right, again, I apologize for the lighting. The afternoon lighting's coming in here, and this is the only opportunity I had to film this for you guys. You can see, again, these doors are 10 feet wide. They're 8 feet high. They are builder grade, so they move. And I don't know if you can see this in the camera. As I work this, these things are actually moving. You can actually take your hand, and you can probably see the glass bowing. So when a hurricane wind hits this, say 100, 110, 120 miles an hour, these things can bow in if they are unlocked and if they vibrate a little bit in from the jamb, because the owner felt this false sense of security saying, hey, look, I have a lanai on the second floor. It's not accessible from the ground. There's just a railing and a screen. No one's going to come up here. And that's true. The chances of somebody putting a ladder up or climbing the side of the building, ripping the screen and getting in is about like this. But hurricane winds can come into the lanai and push like they did for hours during Hurricane Ian. They can cause this thing to wobble back and forth so much. If it's unlocked, it will oscillate toward the path of least resistance, which is moving away from the door jambs, and then the wind can catch it. And because there's nothing holding the side of this door here, it could bow so much it'll pop out, and it'll pop out about 2.5 feet in the most extreme case without breaking the glass, which is absolutely insane to see. I saw a few of them that were bowed a few inches, a couple of them bowed out a couple feet. It is a scary thing to look at, and even scarier to watch the guys working the sliding doors back into place and getting the tracks and everything straightened up so they work halfway decent. So The biggest lesson we got from Hurricane Ian with regard to winds and sliding doors of this size, especially on the second floors, is lock your doors. It's not just for intruder prevention and intruder control, it's for weather damage prevention as well. Please remember this. We have this in our book, Real Life Hurricane Prep, and it was one of the most damaging things that occurred during that hurricane that slammed this community back in September 2022. So please lock your sliding doors. Doesn't matter if you live in a hurricane zone or not. If you're out west, up north, and you have the opportunity to have heavy winds hit your house, depending on your design pressures, depending on the size of your doors, depending on whether double pane, single pane, impact, non-impact, insulated or not, all these factors play in. So you want to have good quality locks on these things. You definitely want to have them secured for a storm. You can go ahead and put a brace in here on one side. You can even put a brace on the other side first and then come inside and put another one if you're prepared for a storm. Whatever it takes to make you feel safe. Who knew that something so simple as not properly latching your lanai slider or not locking it at all could lead to such a problem with one of the biggest openings in your house? We hope you learned something from this. Please check out our other videos, like and subscribe if this sort of thing is for you, and definitely share it with others if you think other people can get a benefit out of it. We talk about the sliding doors in our book, Real Life Hurricane Prep, which is available on Amazon. We look forward to seeing you at the next video. Thanks for spending time.